So if you use this chest, greetings Terrarians, Khaios here, welcome back to Harbinger, episode 3. So when we left off, we had just gotten into the portal section. We've completed the first 3 chambers. We're on to chamber 4. The first thing that I'd like to cover today is actually this yellow block that you see here, the circuit. And it is a secret area. You probably guessed as much yourself. The way you're meant to open it is by obtaining the meteor shot from the previous chamber's secret area. That said, I have seen players who managed to hit this by skill shotting with a grenade launcher, so good on you. But the way I meant it for it to happen was a meteor shot. So once you've hit this, the circuit will disable, light will turn off, and this passageway to the secret will open up. And inside is your first major helpful secret item of the map, and that is a lucky horseshoe. Now, obviously, that's going to be huge in the map because negating fall damage is particularly nice, especially in this chamber. As you can see, it's quite large. I can't even view the whole thing zoomed out with my sniper scope, and for that reason, and the fact that the map or the chamber is kind of collapsed in design, I wanted to seem like Mados had accidentally destroyed the chamber and she wants you to just find your way out. Well, because of that, this is actually, in my opinion, and the opinion of others that I've seen, the hardest portal chamber in the map, if not the hardest part of Harbinger entirely to figure out. Maybe not the most difficult to parkour, but very difficult to figure out, I've seen. So, at the start, you can't jump back up here, but we need to get onto this segment here. And normally what you're meant to do is kind of just place portals like this and work your way up in this sort of fashion, I suppose. We'll do it like that. There we go. And then we could place a portal up here. But something that I noticed through some innovative players playing the map since it released is they just place, was it up here? Let's see. There we go. A portal just like that and kind of get through a little bit faster. Now once you've kind of cleared this area, if you try to go back down the elevator chute, it'll actually open up for you, and you now have a shortcut back up, so you don't need to portal your way to this segment every single time. It's something that's kind of hidden, kind of secretive. You might not notice it, but there it is. So the first goal for us is to kind of pull these 2 levers. So this lever will activate this platform, allowing us to get across. That's pretty apparent. This one kind of goes off screen, but it opens up this segment of the map, which we'll need a little bit later. So to get up there, we're going to place a portal here, and I think the right momentum to get in here is to jump from this notch. So I'm just going to place a portal there, and I'm going to jump. Oh, and miss. So we'll just give it a jump again. There we go. Okay, so that one reached down here, which is fine. We need to get here. So we need a little bit more momentum to reach the next lever. So I'm going to jump from the tip top of this and see if that's enough. And there we go. So you'll note that this is now opened up and I can get into this area. And this part is now solid and I could just walk straight across. To do that, I need even more momentum. Probably should have just stayed where I was for that. So let's... No? Oh yeah, I need to have... make sure you have your portal gun in your hand so you gain speed faster. Otherwise you won't be able to do stuff like that. So now that we're up here, I'm going to place a portal. Oh, kind of failed that one. So let's just go again. I'll jump off, place a portal below me, and there we go. Now we are across. And you'll see that we kind of have this bouncy area. That's to negate fall damage if you're coming from the area above. And obviously if you didn't find the secret and you don't have a lucky horseshoe. So next we need to actually get up to this segment. And to do that we need some momentum, which we'll get from just jumping into the portal. Oh, I missed. Jumping into the portal that we have down here. So I'll just go ahead and redo that. And before I forget, I should smash these cameras here. And I'll just take away that meteor shot for now. And forgot my momentum. So here we go. In and up. And now I could just put a portal there and just come out on the side. So there's two ways to climb this. Our goal is to grab this amethyst gem at the top here. The kind of more tedious way, oops, is not to do that, is to kind of put portals onto the side walls, like so. And you could, we'll just go like this. You can kind of work your way up the shaft like this, and basically using the walls to just reach the gem. Personally, I find it easier to just put a portal at the very top, which you might not notice. But now we have a portal there, and when we step through, we'll just fall down the tunnel, and on our way down, we can grab the gem. The easiest way to do that is to just deselect your portal gun, because we don't want to be able to right click, and don't use the sniper either, because that will also just use the scope. And turn on your auto select feature. You can see my mouse pointer got a little bit wider there. And when we jump through, all I need to do is just click on the gem lock on our way out. Of course, I'm going to fail repeatedly at this, just because I'm recording, right? Of course, it's not going to work for me. All right, well, let's do the just do this the normal way then. Don't you love when that happens? Murphy's Law, right? What can go wrong will go wrong. All right, so we have our gem now. I don't know why I honestly thought that you could auto-select the gem locks with your auto-select tool. I suppose not. So with that gem, we can just go ahead and make our way down. I didn't make that jump, so I would have actually taken some fall damage, but you could jump down there and hop down without taking any damage. And our next goal is to get up to this area where we could place the gem into this lock. So to do that, we need to just get on this side here, which I'll just put a portal there and just kind of hop my way out. Oh, too much momentum. Kind of what I was hoping to avoid. There we go. And we're going to place a portal right down there. And from up here, we'll place a portal onto the floor below us. Get a good jump. And up we are. So the next segment, you see that we have several of these devices that will shoot portals around like this. We have the portal being placed here right now because this force field is inactive, this one is active. So you see when I shoot it, it tries to shoot a portal up here, can't, and so it shoots one this way. The reason why we don't want this portal here is because it will send us all the way up here to where this gem lock is. And if we were to place our amethyst gem here, it would deactivate this force field and we could fall down here, which we'll need to do eventually, but this force field is active, which will be deactivated with the gem slot here. And what we actually need is to have full momentum all the way down this tunnel So we actually need to have 2 amethyst gems before we ever make our way up here. So to do that, we need to make our way up this segment. You can't quite see it very well. But up here, there's another gem. So we place this in the gem lock, and you'll see that the force field switches. And now we can place a portal onto this segment up here. So we grab our portal gun, and this is kind of the technical, trickiest part of the chamber. It is quite difficult. So we're going to jump through, place a portal there, and as you saw, I came up, shot a portal here, and threw my body back down into the blue portal, and we came out the orange one, allowing us to end up on this platform right here. So we just make our way across, and you'll see if we grab this, it'll close this force field. So what we need to do is have a portal on this wall, grab the gem, and hop out. Then what we could do is just put a portal on these 2 surfaces, leave, break that camera, because that's what we're going to do, and we can grab this gem, which will allow us to place a portal surface on this platform right here. Now we need to gain some momentum, which, if I remember correctly, will be from this jump, and we'll fly across the room, and I think we could hit this from, maybe not from here. We should be able to. There we go. Break that camera, break that camera. We'll place this gem in that slot, and since I have slow fall, well, not slow fall, I have no fall damage, I could just jump down here and make things a little bit easier on me. But you'd have to make your way down without dying. So we put this in here and open this up, and we need to place the other gem that we have back where it originally came from to open this up. So we'll just make our way back up that tunnel by placing a portal there, jumping, placing a portal, and missing. I always miss. The curse of recording. Okay, so here we go again. Now that we're up here, I'll place a portal there, come out, and just work our way up the wall. There we go. And then we return that gem to this spot. This force field is open, and now we can fall through most of this tunnel. We just need to open this last segment. So we'll place a portal here, and if you remember, to get there we had to kind of jump from the halfway mark on this platform. So we'll just hop, and ooh, a little too much. So maybe I'll do a little bit of a lesser jump. Okay, alright. Just being silly now, apparently. There we go. And we'll open this up, and now we have a way of completely falling down this tunnel. And the reason that we want to do that is because we need a very large amount of momentum to kind of launch ourselves up this. You'll see these blue arrows indicating where we have to go, and it's even higher than we can actually get at this point. I'll show you in a little bit here. I'm going to place myself on this platform up here. So just hop off. There we go. And you'll see that we want to actually end up on this platform, which is roughly twice the height. So to do that, we shoot here to place a portal there, and we jump into a portal at the bottom of this, and we fly across, and leaving the portal that we have down here, which is the orange portal, so I need to place a blue one. We have to fall down this tunnel and place a blue portal at our feet, which will launch us up to this height. Now this could kind of be tricky sometimes if you miss your shot. It's not too bad if you just aim at your feet and shoot some point before you splat on the ground, or if you have the lucky horseshoe, you just land nicely. And now we could just pull this lever, which will open up this, close that, and allow us to just shoot a portal surface right here. And we can put another one here. Make sure you flip that lever one last time before you go through. And there's something I actually want to mention about this chamber before we move on. And when you're falling through the first time around, there's actually, if you're really skilled, or I suppose if you're using a third-party application to cheat and slow down the program, you can actually fire a portal from the portal gun and hit this surface on your initial fall down. And if you place a portal on the surface, you could just place another portal at the very bottom once you've landed and just skip this chamber entirely. And Mados will actually make a comment about you, and it'll be one of the only times that she compliments you, in fact, on kind of a job well done sort of thing. So there is that. If you want to try and pull off a skill shot, I'll admit, even with slow fall potions, which I believe are obtainable at this point, maybe I removed them. I think I did remove them. But even with slow falling, even without slow falling, I've only managed that shot once, and I've played through this chamber hundreds of times, so it's incredibly difficult. So we'll just move on past Chamber 4, and we go into Chamber 5. And she kind of explains that this chamber is iced over because of the fire suppression system. It knocked out the heaters, things started freezing. I just wanted something a little bit different. The other different thing about the Chamber 5 is that we are in a low gravity area. As you see, maybe we're kind of low right now. You can kind of see out this window up here stars. That's because we're actually in the space layer right now. You can see on the map all the way up here. So we're kind of in a low gravity situation, which makes portaling a little different. So we'll pull this lever, which will melt this ice, and you might notice this green circuit here. And if we just lob a grenade in without getting ourselves killed, it'll open up a secret area off to the right. You might not notice once you've shot it. Just go ahead and explore. And this secret area isn't exactly a secret area. So if you use this chest, it starts to tell you that you found a secret area. Mata says, nope. You get trolled, you get killed. You could run out before you die. But most people don't actually notice what's happening till it's happened. But that is actually one of the achievements, to open that chest. So if you want to 100% the run, you do have to get into that area, open the chest. You don't have to die. You can just open the chest and run away. But you do have to get that achievement to 100% the map. So as you can see, we get a good amount of height in this low gravity. And that'll actually kind of change how portals work. So we have these two surfaces here, and we need to make our way up to this segment up here. And to do that, you kind of do something that you can do in the normal portal game. It's kind of called portal climbing or something like that, where you come out of a higher area and you go into a lower one, and you gain more momentum because of that. So once we have that, oop, missed my jump. So once we have that momentum, we can reach the top of the chamber, and we can shoot across the way onto that portal surface over there. So let me just regain my momentum. One more ought to do it. And then we'll just place a portal right there. Fall through, and you got to make sure that you jump to slow yourself down. If you don't jump, you'll just shoot out. The ice won't slow you down, and you'll end up right down here. We grab this gem, and we can go ahead and step on out. Break that camera. Break that camera. If you're curious about all the icicles around the place, it's just done with T-Edit. They're not naturally spawning, obviously. But I thought it was a nice little touch to the map. So, another thing that we need to do, and we don't need to necessarily do it in this order, is there's a lever in this room that we need to grab. And to grab that, we kind of start off by doing the same thing with our momentum. But once we have a high momentum, not super high, this is probably high enough, we'll just place a portal on this surface. We'll do blue. Come out here, and as you heard and saw here, there's actually thin ice. And in the low gravity situation, jumping on thin ice doesn't break it. You need to have an extra burst of speed, which we obtain by launching ourselves through the portal. We can get a little bit higher than we can without it, and then on the fall we break the thin ice. Now we can pull that lever, which melts ice up here and allows us access into this next segment. So we'll just shoot that, and I'm gonna make my way back up to the upper segment again. We just need to jump in once this time. And when I place the gem in this slot, you'll note that these platforms start activating and deactivating. 2 will be active at a time at max, or they can all be off. It goes in the same order. But our goal is to kind of either portal or parkour our way up to the very top up here. And I kind of find it easier to actually just jump our way across. I did make them portal segments so that players could try portaling their way up, but it gets much harder. I just kind of wanted to trip you up with that. So you pull that lever, it melts the ice here, and now we have an additional portal surface to work with. We can remove the gem, which will turn off all of these platforms, and we kind of just need to wait or make our way down just like that. So basically what happened there is we have a portal surface up here. We jumped from up here, gaining more momentum thanks to our portal gun, and went into this portal, giving us enough speed to break through the thin ice and land all the way down at the bottom. Now we could just kind of clean up the ice in the area by falling through repeatedly. And that kind of just makes things a little easier, in my opinion. You don't need to clean it up, I suppose. Another thing to note, however, is there's actually a hidden chest here. It doesn't count as a secret just because we don't have a means of registering if you've collected a chest or not. But you might notice this chest that says Kappa on it, and inside you have Pedguin's outfit and a little fish pet. And that is kind of just a nod to Pedguin, just for the funsies of it. So not a mandatory chest to find for 100% completion, but there is a secret there. So the next thing we're going to do is actually try and get this gem into this slot up here. And to do that, we need to shoot into these devices. They're a little too high up for us to actually just jump up at and shoot. So we need to place a portal on that surface and place a portal on this surface. And as we're falling, we just need to shoot at the mechanism here. And it doesn't need to be a precise shot like it normally does. There's actually, as long as you could shoot into this tunnel, there's extra pressure plates to just help you with aiming, because shooting into that tiny 1 block gap is a little too difficult. And then we could just step out here and place the gem in here, which opens this up, which will, this pressure plate segment, this orange circuit, will disable I believe it disables all of these. Let me double check. Or maybe it's just this force field. Actually, I think that's what it is. Let's double check. It's been a while since I've played that. So we're just gonna shoot a portal up at the top and down here. Let's see what it does. Okay, there we go. It places a portal there. And so the way this works is when you come through, you'll notice this, you might notice this logic gate right here, this box. And when you come through, it'll open up these doors at a certain speed. So if you're moving too slow, so I have a portal there, say I jump from this height, you'll see that I go through one of the doors, but the doors open and shut so quickly that I don't actually get to slide all the way through. And I apologize for the rain. It's really unfortunate that it can still rain in the space biome, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. So as you see, when I enter the area, the doors will open and shut really fast, and we need to be going really fast with this portal surface in order to get across. And you see that this force field shut when I left, so I can't shoot a portal there myself. That needs to happen during the fall. So what we do is we put a portal up here, a portal at the bottom, and we shoot this on our way down. So we're just going to come down. Oh, missed. Of course. Missed again. That's the curse, right? I won't have good aim. Well, I'm just going to switch to an automatic weapon then. There we go. And now we are across because we had the momentum from the entire fall to help propel us through here. We could shoot this. If we walk in front of the camera, Madass makes a quip about us looking outside the window. Grab that gem, and now we could just walk our way out. And there we go. So now that we have this gem, we need to here we go, place it in here, and you'll see that the force field up above kind of swaps which position it's in, and that's so that we can end up placing a portal surface here to reach this lever by doing the same thing that we did to hit the portal surface up where that other gem is. So just fall through, and hopefully you don't miss like I'm missing right now. There we go. And just step out, pull that lever, which will melt the wall blocking our way to the exit down here. So the next thing that we have to do is grab the 2 gems. So again, we'll need to fall through one more time and shoot. Just gonna do this automatically. And still miss, apparently. There we go. And we'll just grab this gem right here. So now we have the 2 gems. And they need to go down here before we can open up this force field and exit. Now, you notice the thin ice, there's no room to break it. So you have to obviously use this portal surface in order to break it. But you might not know exactly how to do that. So what we are going to start off by doing is placing a blue portal surface on the ceiling above us. Can't quite see it, barely see it. And placing the yellow or orange one right here. And when we jump through, we're going to fall and place a blue portal at our feet. I missed because that's just the way this video wants to go. But that's how we're going to get through the chamber. So with that momentum, we break through the thin ice. We can place those 2 gems in their locks, break the last camera in this chamber, and move our way onto the next portal chamber, chamber 6. I will cover this in the next episode, but it's looking like that's about enough time for today. I hope you're enjoying my playthrough and commentary of Harbinger so far. If you are, be sure to hit the like button and leave me a comment. I really do appreciate reading all of your guys' feedback. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching.